Hello and welcome back to Cartola FC English, the only English YouTube channel on Cartola FC. My name is Sean. Let's get into Game Week 35. So back from a little bit of an hiatus, but we're back for the home stretch of the Brasileirão, and it's quite an exciting end to the season. This is actually being filmed during the Botafogo Fortaleza match that was rescheduled. Flamengo has a rescheduled match as well. And Game Week 35 starts tomorrow. I believe it's Corinthians and Bahia. Starts tomorrow night. So keep that in mind for the early deadline. Very exciting end to the season with Palmeiras and Botafogo. Botafogo had a huge lead and lost it. Grêmio, Red Bull Bragantino in there as well. Atletico Mineiro and Flamengo in there as well. Quite an exciting end to the season. We have a sprint, pretty much 4 game weeks left, and 6 teams can win the title. So very exciting there. Relegation-wise, Bahia is just 3 points behind Cruzeiro and Vasco. Santos is on 42 points. So yeah, it's very exciting into the season, especially that title race is fantastic. Here are the matchups for Game Week 35. As I mentioned, Corinthians and Bahia is the Friday match. Not too interested in any options for those two teams. And we do have one big kind of mismatch. Fluminense at home to Curitiba. Atletico Mineiro and Grêmio is the big, 2 title contenders in that match. I think a loser might be kind of eliminated there. Just 3 games left after this weekend. Botafogo is playing right now. They're tied with Fortaleza, but they have Santos at home. It doesn't really matter who they have faced. They have really struggled, especially compared to their season form at the beginning of the year. Flamengo travels to America Mineiro. We'll see how Flamengo play tonight. Who do they have? They have, Bragantino, tough matchup tonight. Let's see. Any other matchups? Sao Paulo is going to be without a few key players. Cuiabá is going to be without Daverson as they're suspended. But Sao Paulo could be a nice defensive option at home. Botafogo defense, I want to trust them. Fortaleza have really struggled as well, and they face Palmeiras with everything to play for. Bragantino is on the road to Inter, so not too many kind of key teams to target other than Fluminense this week. We can take a look at the Team Attack XG in their last 5 Brasileirão matches. And you can see up here, pretty decent ranking, 24,000, 99.5 percentiles. It's pretty decent. Might not reach my goal at the end of the year of being top 10K, but we still have a few weeks to play for. Team Attack XG, we can see 3 teams in the top tier. Bragantino, Botafogo, and Palmeiras. And Botafogo is the only team out of those 3 at home this week. Only 3 other teams in the green: Grêmio, America Mineiro, and Atletico Mineiro up there. And Grêmio face Atletico Mineiro. So yeah, it's kind of a difficult week. And you can see by these XG stats, not a lot of teams are in good attacking form, creating a lot of chances of recent. Down there at the bottom, Fortaleza and Santos really struggling to create chances. However, Santos go play at Botafogo, and we'll see in the defense table, Botafogo is bottom of that. So could go for a Palmeiras defender or a couple defenders, as they do have attacking threat. Fortaleza has kind of been a difficult place to play up there, but Palmeiras, everything to play for. I think many people, including myself, might go for a Flamingo attacker, but yeah, 1.06 xG in their last five is not too promising. I think many will go with maybe two Atletico Mineiro attackers, Paulinho and Hulk. And maybe, you could go Suarez as well. Suarez, very, very explosive player. Might be tough to explode against Atletico Mineiro. I think in the midfield, it pretty much picks itself this week. Rafael Vega and Arrascaeta have been the two standouts pretty much all season, and then John Arias has picked up form of recent with a really nice matchup for Fluminense, even though Fluminense in the league have not created a lot of chances. Team defense XGC in the last five. Yep, Fluminense top of the table, and they do face Curitiba, so we might see teams or people go with, complete Fluminense defense. Marcelo should start, but Marlon is tempting as well if you have the money for him. Always a good pick for Cruzeiro, who is right up there with Fluminense in that top tier. We can see here only five teams that are struggling defensively. Inter, Fortaleza, and Fortaleza do face Palmeiras. Grêmio, who face Atletico Mineiro, which makes it, Hulk a potential captaincy option. Paulinho, a nice pick as well. American Mineiro, could go Flamingo attackers. And Botafogo. So Botafogo, very, 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 very tight, tense team of recent, and defense-wise, I would stay away. Sao Paulo, I mentioned, face Cuiabá without Daverson, but Sao Paulo are going to miss a few players for suspension as well. And yeah, Flamingo has been pretty good defensively in the last five, so could be an option against a decent attack in American Mineiro. Here is my team at the moment. You can see I have pretty much $154 to spend. Went with German Cano, Hulk, and Leo Suarez. Up top, Rafael Vega, Arias, and Arrascaeta in the midfield. Did go with Marlon for Cruzeiro, and then the other three defenders are Fluminense defenders. Marlon should start, but we will see. He is projected to start on Joga 10 at the moment. And if I had enough money, I would go with the Fluminense manager, Denise, but I do not, so I went with the Flamengo manager, also with the Flamengo goalkeeper, as Fabio is the most expensive keeper in the game. So, yeah, budget is a little bit tight. I could drop down maybe Suarez to, a Pedro or maybe even a Marcus Leonardo to free up funds, but pretty decent, pretty happy with this team. Do have three Fluminense defenders. I think some teams will have more than that. So, yeah, we'll see. Very exciting end to the season, and that's all for me. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.